Hello friends, in this session we will start with the Seidel group of drugs. The Seidel group of antibiotics are killing, they completely kill the bacteria. So they are classified as either as a concentration dependent killing or under time dependent killing. So the concentration dependent killing, they are shown by AF group of, that is aminoglycosides and fluoroquinolone kind of antibiotics. Then a time dependent killing are shown by beta lactams, that is penicillin, cephalosporins, carbapenems, and monobactams, and vancomycin. All this shows a time dependent killing. Then, what is the drug of choice for a Listeria monocytoid? It is ampicillin is the drug of choice. Then, penicillin G is the drug of choice for actinomycosis. Then, streptococcus. Then, syphilis, tetanus, meningococcus, and anthrax. Okay, the ceftriaxone is the drug of choice for gonococcus group of bacteria. Ceftriaxone. Okay. The then methicillin resistant staph aureus, that is a MRSA. We can use vancomycin in methicillin resistant staph aureus. Then in vancomycin resistant staph aureus, that is a VRSA, we can use daptomycin. Then next about imipenem. Imipenem, it is a carbapenem group of antibiotics, which is a very broad spectrum. So it usually affect gram-positive organisms, gram-negative organisms, anaerobes. Then mainly it is active against pseudomonas. But the imipenem group of drugs, they are contraindicated in epilepsy. So we should not give imipenem in epilepsy. So when imipenem is combined with cilastatin. So the cilastatin will prevent the degradation of the imipenem by the kidney dehydropeptidases. Okay. Then about aminoglycoside antibiotics. Most nephrotoxic aminoglycoside is neomycin. Then gentamicin. Most auditory toxic aminoglycoside is amikacin. Most vestibulotoxic aminoglycoside is streptomycin. Most vestibulotoxic is streptomycin. Okay. Then macrolides. So the macrolides are a drug of choice in a CLAP group of organism. That is a C for a chancroid, L for a legionella, then A for a atypical pneumonia, and P for pertussis. So the macrolides are a drug of choice in a CLAP. So chancroid, legionella, atypical pneumonia, and pertussis. Then the PCM group of drugs, they are safe in pregnancy. That is a P for penicillin, cephalosporin, and macrolides. They are all safe in pregnancy. Then tetracyclines. So the tetracycline, mostly the doxycyclines, they are a drug of choice in a rickets cell infection. Then inguinale granuloma, that is a Klebsiella granulomatis. Then lymphogranuloma syndrome, and cholera. So the tetracyclines are a drug of choice in all this infection. Then a drug of choice for a syndrome of inappropriate secretion of antidiuretic hormone, that is SIADH. So the drug of choice is vaptans. So the vaptans are vasopressin antagonist. They are conivaptan and tolvaptan. So we can also use a demiclocycline for a syndrome of syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone secretion. Okay, so what are the it is a repeat actually. Microvascular complications are nephropathy, retinopathy, and neuropathy. Okay, then dabigatran. So the dabigatran is the oral antithrombin inhibitor. Okay, then we will iris Bombay, ophthalmological term. It is a irido and corneal addition after the intraocular lens surgery. So it forms the peripheral anterior synechiae. Okay. Then surgery is immediately done for a patent vitelo-intestinal duct in newborns. So the newborns with a patent vitelo-intestinal duct, surgery is done immediately. So what are the side effect of thalidomide? So the side effect of thalidomide is phocomelia, seal limbs in babies. So now it is used for multiple myeloma also. So the thalidomide it is used for multiple myeloma. Okay. Then what is the other name for a microsome? Other name for microsome is a endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Next we will talk about zero order kinetics. Zero order kinetics means the same amount of drug. It is eliminated per unit time. For example, 20 milligram per hour is eliminated constantly. So every hour there is a 20 milligram is eliminated. That is constant amount is eliminated per unit time. So which are the drugs that follow the zero order kinetics? That is zero, we can remember as a zero watt power. So W for warfarin, A for alcohol, aspirin, then a T for theophylline, then a T for tol butamide, then P for phenytoin power, phenytoin. Then competitive inhibitors and non-com. We'll talk about this later. Okay. Then what are the enzymatic receptors? The enzymatic receptors, the drug bind outside and the enzymes are activated inside the cells. So the examples of enzymatic receptor, the mnemonic we can remember as PIG, P-I-G. P for prolactin, I for insulin, and G for growth hormone. Then intracytoplasmic receptors we can remember as CD. So the corticosteroid receptors are intracytoplasmic, and D for vitamin D receptors are intracytoplasmic. Then intranuclear receptors. So we can remember as SAT. That is six hormones. That is estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So these are the six hormones. Then A for vitamin A. Then T for thyroid hormones. So six hormones, vitamin A, and thyroid hormones. So these act on intranuclear receptors. Okay. Then next about a little about a neuromuscular junction. Usually the acetylcholine esterase, that is the enzyme which degrades the acetylcholine at the neuromuscular junction. So the drugs which inhibits this enzyme acetylcholine esterase, they usually increase the concentration of acetylcholine. So therefore, it is the drugs which are inhibiting the acetylcholine esterase. Indirectly they are parasympathomimetic. So the acetylcholine esterase inhibitors, they are all the drugs which are inhibiting the acetylcholine esterase. They are divided into reversible acetylcholine esterase inhibitors and irreversible acetylcholine esterase inhibitors. So the reversible inhibitors are divided into lipid soluble and water soluble. Lipid soluble are physostigmine and water soluble are neostigmine. Okay, lipid soluble are physostigmine and water soluble are neostigmine. Then irreversible acetylcholine esterase inhibitors are divided into organophosphates and carbamates. So the organophosphates are, they are malathion and parathion, and carbamates are carbonyl and carboryl and propaxer. Okay. Then atropine. So the atropine is the drug of choice for carbamates and OP, that is organophosphate poisoning. So the most common sign of atropinization is mydriasis. Then what is the drug used for mountain sickness? That is acetazolamide. It is used for mountain sickness. Then which is the drug of choice for atropine poison? That is physostigmine is the drug of choice for atropine poisoning. Okay. Let us see some of the what are the indications for electroconvulsive therapy used in psychiatry. The most common indication for electroconvulsive therapy is severe depression with a suicidal risk. Then schizophrenia, whether it is a catatonic or paranoid. Then severe psychosis, electroconvulsive therapy, and also in some delirium we have to use electroconvulsive therapy. So the electroconvulsive therapy, it is contraindicated in increased intracranial tension, head injury, and cerebral aneurysm. So with this we will finish the session. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you very much. Bye.